at Sofia Airport in Bulgaria, on my way to Warsaw in Poland. Third leg of my Eastern European trip this year. Okay, I'm right now here in the old town. As per description, I got the key from the window and I'm going back to the other side to open the door for my apartment. This is my apartment for the next 4 days. Okay, spacious, old-fashioned but spacious. The bedroom. We have a kitchen here, so we can cook. Microwave. Full-size fridge. There's food in there. And the bathroom with a washer. Okay, currently I'm in Poland. This will be the last Eastern European country I will visit this month before I head back to the US. I did withdraw some local currency. They call it the zloty. $1 is equal to around 5 zlotys. I have 150 and 10 and some coins. This is where I had my first lunch. First ever meal here in Warsaw. Airbnb I'm staying at is the Old Town Square. Warsaw's Old Town Marketplace, or Rynek Starego Miasta, is the center and oldest part of the Old Town of Warsaw. Immediately after the Warsaw Uprising, it was systematically blown up by the German army. After World War II, the Old Town Marketplace was restored to its pre-war appearance. The current buildings were reconstructed between 1948 and 1953 to look as they did in the 17th century, when it was mostly inhabited by rich merchant families. The Warsaw Mermaid, a bronze sculpture by Konstanty Hegel, has stood as a symbol of Warsaw since 1855. Castle Square or Plac Zamkowy is a historic square in front of the Royal Castle, the former official residence of Polish monarchs. It is a popular meeting place for tourists and locals. The square, of somewhat triangular shape, features the landmark Sigismund's Column to the southwest and is surrounded by historic townhouses. These are the walls surrounding the city. It marks the beginning of the bustling royal route extending to the south. The Presidential Palace is the official residence of the Polish President and Head of State. Originally constructed in 1643 as an aristocratic mansion, it was rebuilt and remodeled several times. The current neoclassical palace was completed in 1818. The Nicolas Coperniculs Monument features a bronze statue of the astronomer holding a compass and armillary spear. It stands before the Stas Palace and was completed in 1830. The Warsaw Barbican is a semicircular fortified outpost located between the old and new towns. It is one of the few remaining relics of the complex network of historic fortifications that once encircled Warsaw. During World War II, it was largely destroyed. It was rebuilt after the war in 1954 as a tourist attraction. The Vistula is the longest river in Poland and the ninth longest in Europe at 1,047 kilometers in length. Since the early Stone Age, the river served both as a trade route and as a means of expansion from both north and south for various peoples and cultures. Situated in Castle Square at the entrance of the Old Town, the Royal Castle of Warsaw is a state museum and a National Historic Monument, which formerly served as the official royal residence of several Polish monarchs. The Royal Castle hosts a significant collection of Polish and European art. The edifice was redesigned into a neoclassical style following the partitions of Poland in the 1700s. Under the Second Polish Republic, it was the seat of the Polish head of state and president. The Second World War brought complete destruction to the building, and then detonated by the Nazis after the failed Warsaw Uprising in 1944. In 1965, the surviving wall fragments, cellars, and arcades were registered as historical monuments. Reconstruction was carried out in 1971 to 1984, during which it regained its original 17th century appearance. In 1980, the Royal Castle and surrounding Old Town became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is the second most visited art museum in Poland and the 25th most visited art museum in the world, with over 2.02 million visitors in 2023. The Frederick Chopin Museum, established in 1954, is dedicated to Polish composer Frederick Chopin. The museum was refurbished for the 2010 Chopin Year celebrations, which marked the 200th birth anniversary of the composer. Okay, I got my free ticket to the Frederick Chopin Museum. It's spelled as Chopin, but they pronounce it Chopin. Refurbished for the 200th birth anniversary of Chopin in 2010, this multimedia museum is one of the most modern museums in Poland. Its collections are displayed on 5 levels of exhibition space in 15 rooms. One of the most notable areas is the exhibit hall, featuring different bust sculptures of Chopin. The majority of the museum spaces, especially the composer's room, are filled with interactive music composed by Frederick Chopin and recorded by some of the most eminent pianists on historical pianos, dating from the composer's time. The exhibition is complemented by multimedia screens. The museum is housed in the Krakowskie Palace, a 17th century city palace. The building was destroyed in 1944 and rebuilt in 1954. The Palace of Culture and Science is a notable high-rise building in central Warsaw. With a total height of 237 meters, it is the second tallest building in both Warsaw and Poland after the Warsaw Tower, and the sixth tallest building in the European Union. What better way to spend my time at the palace but to go up the observation deck to admire various views of Warsaw's city skyline. To cap off my Warsaw visit, I decided to join a free walking tour by a local guide who explains the stories behind each of the major attractions, museums, and monuments in Warsaw. It was a worthwhile walking tour and a very educational one.
Studied in Krakow at the Jagiellonian University, the oldest university in Poland, and he studied also in Bologna, in Italy. One of the sorry, just I want to make sure that everyone can see. I've seen it, so let's have a look. Have you seen the bench like this? Yeah. You'll see more. There are 15 of them. This is the map where you can find next benches. The orange one shows you where you are. Guys, if you can come a bit closer, this very nice croissant shape. You can see the painting. There was this Italian painter who came to Warsaw in the 1700s. Before we enter this place, it's called Dom Historią. We translate into the house wings in the red background, matching very much with the Polish flag, white and red. Always with the crown, symbol of the royal family. We can move a little bit maybe to the left, so we leave some space. Please, let's call this Old Warsaw, and we're going to build New Warsaw. There were already two Warsaws, two different towns with two different market squares, two different city halls, town halls, and eventually they become one Warsaw, like one historic Warsaw, right? But they were separate towns, you know, because Warsaw couldn't. End of World War I, she was driving a car. She was going to take X-ray photos of French soldiers with her sister and with her daughter. Thank you very much for having me as your guide. Have a good afternoon, have a good evening, and enjoy the rest of your stay. Dysc again, and thank you very much. This is the end.
Thank you.